Hello, welcome to BioGrades TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. How political parties started in Angola. The region that makes up present-day Angola has been ruled as a Portuguese colony since 1655. However, Portuguese rule was characterized by deep racism, forced labor, and a great failure to modernize the territory. The failure of the colonial government was what prompted the rise of political organizations in the area. These organizations first started springing up in the 1950s and began to push for human and civil rights as well as a call for independence. The Portuguese government paid no heed to the nationalist call for independence, thereby provoking the armed conflict that started in 1961 with guerrilla attacks on the colonial assets in cross-border operations in northeastern Angola. This war became known as the Colonial War. In this independence struggle, the major players were the MPLA, that is, Popular Movement for the Liberation of Angola, the FNLA, the National Front for the Liberation of Angola, and UNITA, that is, National Union for the Total Independence of Angola. After several years of fighting, the nation gained its independence on the 11th of November 1975. The People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA, is a political party that has been the ruling party since Angola gained independence from Portugal in 1975. The MPLA fought against the Portuguese army in the Angolan War of Independence of 1961 to 1974 and also emerged victorious against two other anti-colonial movements, UNITA and FNLA, in the Angolan Civil War that raged from 1975 to 2002. On the 10th of December 1956, the Angolan Communist Party, PCA, a small underground party, merged with the Party of the United Struggle for Africans in Angola, PLUA, to form the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola. In the course of time, other groups merged into MPLA as well. The armed wing of the party was the People's Armed Forces for the Liberation of Angola, FAPLA, which later transformed into the National Armed Forces of the country. FAPLA fought in the War of Independence against the Portuguese. Agostinho Neto, who led the force, became the first president upon independence in 1975. He was succeeded by José Eduardo dos Santos in 1979 when he died. The MPLA was victorious in Angola's 1992 general election, but 8 opposition parties refused to accept the result, claiming that the election was rigged. This somehow triggered violence, leading to a resumption of the civil war. The war continued until 2002. In the next election, which held in 2008, the MPLA again won a landslide victory. The National Union for the Total Independence of Angola, UNITA, is the second largest political party in Angola. The party was founded by Jonas Savimbi and Antonio da Costa Fernandes on the 13th of March 1966 in an event that had over 200 delegates in attendance. UNITA fought alongside the MPLA in the War for Independence against the Portuguese. Then the two parties went on to fight against each other in the Civil War that ran from 1975 to 2002. UNITA also was almost destroyed in November 1975, but it managed to stay alive and establish a second government in the provincial capital of Huambo. Under Savimbi's leadership, UNITA proved to be militarily effective and grew to become one of the world's most effective armed resistance movements of the late 20th century. The Angolan Civil War came to an end only after the death of Savimbi, who died in an ambush on the 22nd of February 2002. Isaias Samakuva became Savimbi's successor as leader of UNITA. After Savimbi's death, UNITA abandoned armed struggle and was allowed to participate in Angola's electoral politics. The party grabbed 51 out of 220 seats in the 2017 elections. The National Front for the Liberation of Angola (FNLA) is a political party and former militant organization that was part of Angola's independence war against Portugal. It was founded by Holden Roberto in 1954. During Angola's civil war in 1975, the MPLA defeated the FNLA militarily and forced its forces largely into exile. Ahead of Angola's first multi-party elections in 1992, the FNLA reorganized itself and emerged as a political party. They got 2.4% of the votes and had 5 of its candidates elected into the parliament. In the 2008 parliamentary election, the FNLA got 1.11% of the vote, winning 3 out of 220 available seats. What have we missed out of this history? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.